Brussels is set to roll out an emergency package worth more than £500 million for EU fishing communities impacted by Brexit, in a sign the UK gained the upper hand in the historic trade deal. The UK sealed a landmark Trade and Cooperation Agreement (TCA) with the EU on December 24 and officially left the bloc on December 31, 2020. Less than 2 weeks after Britain ended its membership with the bloc, EU chiefs are set to announce a fund worth £535 million (€600 million) for struggling EU fishing fleets and another £3 billion (€3.4 billion) for other sectors, RTE News reports. The financial package forms part of a so-called Brexit adjustment reserve agreed by EU leaders last year, worth £4.4 billion (€5 billion). Reacting to the imminent announcement, a former Westminster and Brussels advisor suggested this would indicate a win for the UK in Brexit talks. In a post on Twitter, Lee Rotherham said, "The first solid indicator of what the fisheries gains from the Brexit deal are for the UK. In the EU trade deal, worth more than £600 billion to the UK economy, Britain will leave the EU common fisheries policy and slash the number of EU boats in British waters by 2026. The number of EU vessels allowed in UK waters will be reduced by 25% over the next 5-year period. Under the terms of the agreement, quotas for EU fishermen will be cut by 15% in the first year. They will then be reduced by a further 2.5% in each of the following 4 years. Once the common fisheries policy is phased out, the UK will take back control over its exclusive economic zone (EEZ), which stretches up to 200 nautical miles from the coast. By 2026, it is estimated UK fishing fleets will have access to an additional fishing quota worth £145 million each year. UK boats can expect a significant increase in quota for 57 out of the 90 species of fish caught in British waters. The need for an emergency fund comes as French fishing industry workers complain of issues in the supply chain. Fishmongers from the busy Boulogne-sur-Mer port in France have warned post-Brexit red tape has halted the next-day delivery of salmon and lobster from the UK to Europe. The transportation of seafood is now subject to some of the most stringent rules, including mandatory sanitary checks. Fishing chiefs insisted delays were also being caused by paperwork issues, including names of fish being written in Latin. Arnaud Mill, head of sourcing at Demarnay Frères, said, "It's been apocalyptic." Mr. Mill, who says the UK is his #1 supplier, added, "We've never known such delays."